For now, let's welcome Bartosz to the stage from Hacken. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. So I'm Bartosz. I work at Hacken as Web3 auditor researcher, and today I will be talking about the bug I found in the Binance zero-knowledge proof circuit. So about Hacken, we are the cybersecurity company. We are in Web3 since 2017, and right now we are doing all we can to make a Web3 a safer place. But let's talk about Binance proof of reserves. So after the FTX collapsed, everyone started to talking about proof of reserves. Probably remember that, people were saying that the Binance doesn't have all the coins they claim, so they need to figure out something quickly. So the solution for the problem was to introduce proof of reserves. The first version of proof of reserves was quite simple. You just created a Merkle tree. You ask an auditor to verify that you include every users, and you let your users check if they were included or not. But actually, there is a way better way to create proof of reserves without an auditor, and it is by using zero-knowledge proof. So that's what Binance did. They created the zero-knowledge proof circuit, which was computing the Merkle tree, and which was computing all the assets, all the debts for 130 cryptocurrencies they hold. But the problem is, it's quite hard to implement zero-knowledge proof circuit for 50 million of users, so they had to introduce some optimizations, and that's when the problem started. So the first thing they did was to split the users into batches. So instead of calculating a proof for 50 million users, they decided that they will create a proof for every 750, something like this, users. They will connect one batch to another, and at the end they will receive the final assets, final Merkle tree. So to connect every batch, they use the hash of total equity, total debt, and base price for every token, every cryptocurrency they hold. And to connect them, they used an optimization, because why would they use the three numbers to connect one batch to another? They decided to create an optimization, and instead of using three numbers, just use one big number. So they actually did a bit shifting. They created one huge number using total equity, total debt, and the base price. So whenever they have those values, they calculate this huge number, they calculate Poseidon hash from it, and move it from one batch to another. But the problem is that actually you can abuse the system, because there was no validation for the base price. So if you use a huge base price higher than 2 to the power 64, it will start overflow to other values, actually modifying them. It will be able to modify the debt, it will be able to modify equity, but they didn't see this as the problem, because the base price, the price of the token is public. It's visible to everyone. So everyone, even if someone sets it to higher than 2 to the power 64, everyone would see this. But the problem is, actually, it was possible to make this change invisible. The problem is that they decided to use batches. So someone could only modify the value of the base price only in one batch. And how to do this? That was actually pretty simple. All someone had to do was to lower the total debt or lower to total equity, and then it was possible to increase the base price of this value. So for example, in this example, someone is lowering the total debt by 0, and it allows to modify, to increase the base price to 2 to the power 64, only in one batch, and it's not possible to detect it by anyone. So in this way, you can abuse this to to fake the proof. Because when you get such high base price, one token is now worth millions of dollars, so you can create an artificial tokens to completely fake the proof. Okay, so we discovered the proof. We discovered the issue. Then we generated a proof of concept of this. I created a repository where I proved this issue. I created a fake proof which I demonstrated to the Binance team. I also proposed the fix for this issue, which was actually pretty simple because all they needed to have was a validation that the base price wasn't too high. So we contacted with Binance on Telegram. They answered pretty quickly. They had some questions about this issue, and after we answered all of them, they accepted our fix. And we released a press statement on the Twitter. So what's the lesson from this? The problem with the zero-knowledge proof, the circuits, everything in Web3 is that it's very easy to make a mistake. Really, I've seen hundreds of them. And right now, whenever we create something new, something complex, something advanced, I think it's almost always necessary to have someone to check your code, to have a third pair of trusted party to help you. And I think it's becoming the industry standard right now. So during the audit, we also found a few other minor issues. Not an audit, the technical assessment. So if you are interested, if you want to see the details, what exactly happened, what other issues we found, feel free to scan the QR code and read it yourself. Thank you.